stories. Some crazy stuff happened today. Let's talk about this first story that I have loaded up, you guys. The Harry Potter live action series that is reportedly in development for HBO Max. This is huge. I mean, seriously, my first question with this is, how in the world are they going to handle this with the Fantastic Beasts franchise still? Now, this is coming out of the Hollywood Reporter earlier. It was an exclusive, and sources are telling them that they are looking at potential writers for a live action series in development. And that is, like I said, a little bit weird. It makes me question what's going on with the Fantastic Beasts franchise, how much confidence they have in said franchise, and where they're going to take a series like this. And also, how are they going to broker a deal with Universal? Because that's where Harry Potter rights are right now. Oh, I see. I got some comments. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Adam? Good to see you, man, from the Almost Sideways podcast. Bro, it's good to see ya. Christian Knight Loves Movies. Congratulations on 80 subscribers, my friend. That is awesome. You're so close to your goal. Real James, what's going on, man? Dude, thanks for coming out to the chat. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this Harry Potter story. I have a question for the chat too. Let me know what you guys would like to see, but I feel like if we are going to do a Harry Potter series, there are only a few series you can really do. You can tell the story of Lily and James Potter, so Harry's parents. You can tell the story of Harry's kids, the next generation, or you can back it up all the way to maybe Voldemort. But I guess we're kind of doing that a little bit with the Fantastic Beasts franchise, so that's some stuff. But you could also talking about the founding of the houses. Maybe you could back it up even further than the Fantastic Beasts franchise, but that's how I feel about this. Is I'm a little weirded out. How in the world are we going to get another like prequel or series while we're still doing Fantastic Beasts? And nobody said that it's going to come out tomorrow, but it makes me think that there's not a lot of faith in that Fantastic Beasts franchise, you guys. Christian's saying it's weird. I completely agree. When did Universal get the HP rights? They've had the digital streaming rights for Harry Potter for a while now. I want to say the rights don't actually expire till 2025, but they brokered a deal, HBO, Warner Bros. Did with them to actually have the Harry Potter movies on HBO Max as soon as HBO Max launched. So they had that deal set in place, and they allowed them to stream on HBO Max for about 3 months. They're not even there anymore. They're about to be uploaded to Peacock. They could be getting uploaded as we speak, but apparently they're going to come to Peacock. So I'm wondering, like, okay, how are they going to talk to Universal, and how is that going to look? Or is this something completely outside of that deal? I'm so curious as to what they're going to do with the series, but let me know, you guys. Do you want to see Harry Potter's parents? Do you want to see the founding of the houses of Hogwarts? Or do you want to see a story that follows Harry's children and the future generation, the next generation after Harry Potter? I think if I had to choose out of any of those stories, I would want to see the founding of the houses, because like we got some Lily and James, we got some, and I don't really want to follow Harry's children. Like, I just feel like, okay, we got Harry Potter, we don't need Harry Potter Jr. running around for the series. I really feel it would be fair if we backed it up all the way to the houses, or maybe even further. I don't know. You guys let me know what your ideas would be. We could even still have a series that takes place during Harry Potter and maybe follows Neville Longbottom. I mean, who knows? It could be really anything. There's so much lore and there's so much there. My guess is outside of the deal, and I'm calling it now. It's a 7-season reboot. Oh, man. See, that's a little excessive in my opinion. I don't know, man. I don't really care, but I would choose the second pick. Hey, I completely understand. The founding of the houses could be cool because that's something a little bit different, and you can see this world slowly take place. Exactly, Adam. I feel like you could kind of pick up a different story a little bit, because we have definitely heard about these things, but they've never actually been pictured. We've seen Lily and James in the movies and flashbacks, but we haven't seen like Godric Gryffindor. Excuse me if I'm getting the name wrong, but we haven't seen the founders of the actual houses. So I think that would be really cool to explore the founding of Hogwarts. I'd love to see an extension of where we left off on our main cast in the future generation. No more prequel business. I love Fantastic Beasts. Man, that is just not working out, you guys. And I would love to hear your comments about the Fantastic Beasts franchise, because I know there are some fans out there. But personally, guys, I do not like the franchise that much. Unfortunately, with what happened with Johnny Depp, now we're going to have a different Grindelwald. It's just a mess. And not to mention, in my opinion, Newt Scamander, not the best protagonist. They could have even just made anybody else. I don't mind who else they could, like anybody else. Just Newt Scamander is not the guy, in my opinion. They could have made anybody else the main character. But we really went with Newt Scamander, the guy who's studying beast stuff and doing all. It just, I don't know. He just doesn't really intrigue me that much as a character. Kind of boring. I like the beasts and I like how that looks, but literally, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald was pretty much about them exploring more in Newt's story. And I was like, well, wait, what about Grindelwald? Didn't we come to this movie to figure out more about Grindelwald, figure out more about the past and other characters like Dumbledore and their relationship? Why are we following Newt? Like, honestly, I don't need to follow Newt. I wanted to follow Dumbledore and Grindelwald. That's what I was going to that movie for. That's what I was seriously excited for. But, oh well. I'm bored with that, Leo. If they do that, and if they do it right, the founding of the houses will be fantastic. Yeah! Pun intended. Right on. Fantastic finding of the houses. Yeah, you know, if they do that and they back up to the houses, I think that could be cool. But how long could we pedal that bike? Like, let's not drag that on to be, 7-8 seasons. Like, come on, back up with that. Let's please just only do a couple of seasons, have it be a limited series. Then that way you don't have to worry about dragging this out and it getting boring. Unfortunately, as much as I love the series, I'm a little worried about Cobra Kai and worried of where that could go after season 4. I'm a little concerned, but they might be on the right track. Sorry, guys. I just ate, so I'm kind of burping a little. The first Fantastic Beasts was good, but the sequel was mediocre. And see, what I liked about the first Fantastic Beasts was the beasts themselves. I was like, okay, this is cool, but how long can we really stretch that story out? Like, Neville Longbottom, a Wizarding World story. I mean, hey, if they can make it interesting. By the way, what's up, Tyler? If they can make it interesting, why not? I'll see why not. Might as well, but I don't know. Off topic, but we had a boatload of delays last week. Yeah, and I'm actually about to get to that, Christian. Lots of delays. I'm worried about what's next. I wonder if Disney's just going to go ahead and pull the trigger and put Black Widow on Disney Plus, or if they're going to go ahead and just delay. I don't know. I'm curious as to what you guys think, and if you believe it would be the right move for them to put Black Widow on Disney Plus, because I don't want them to do that to Eternals and Spider-Man 3. Let's see that in theaters, y'all. But I almost feel like at this point, Black Widow might as well. Like, as long as we've been waiting, might as well, guys. But Harry Potter, let me know, what kind of series would you like to see? If this is even necessary. Personally, I don't think it's necessary. They've got the Fantastic Beasts franchise going on, but if they decide to do it, they've got so much lore to work with that they have endless possibilities. And I don't want to step too much on the J.K. Rowling stuff, but I know she has final say in just about everything. And I don't know how excited the actors and cast are to work with her personally. So I wouldn't be too excited myself. But again, like, we'll